Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And last time on Super Mario 3D World, we finished up, or well, we started and finished up, I guess. You know, all of World Mushroom here. I want to check. World Mushroom is one of the shortest worlds, only featuring 7 levels, which are all shorter than average, because, you know, they're remixes, and a mystery house. But now we have World Flower, which is one of the longest worlds. Like, I maybe could have combined, maybe could have combined, both of these worlds into one episode, but I was worried about the total length of the World Flower. Anyway, Switch Shock Circus. Let's go. Back playing as Rosalina just because I think, you know, you unlock Rosalina after, you know, in World Star, so... Oh, what am I doing? Why not just do that? You unlock Rosalina in World Star, so I kind of figured, like, it just seemed appropriate, to play as Rosalina for the rest of the game. Anyway, this is just, the same sort of, this is the same as the, I forget what the original level was called, but it starts us from, like, the halfway point of the circus level in World 1, but I forget the official name. Was it just Switchboard Circus? I want to say, maybe? Anyway, it's just a remix of that level. This one's pretty okay. I definitely think I like the original better. Oh! Well, that's bad. Guess I'll just get the, star this time. Wasn't moving fast enough. Don't necessarily need to do anything like that. Anyway. What was I gonna say? I think I prefer the original, and I think I was commentating... Was it last part? Oh, there's a Lucky Bell here. I don't think it was last part, but... Well, it might have been. I was commentating about how, like, Magikoopas, you know, hardly appeared in the game. They appeared in Trick Trap Tower, and in, the Magikoopa Blockade in World 3. But I forgot that one appeared in this level right here. I don't know why I completely forgot about that. Also, you're immune to those guys if you're a Lucky Cat, Golden Statue, whatever. Which is probably why they give you it. Also, that was a bit close for comfort. Line it up. Is this where... I think this is where you have to grab a baseball, jump out onto this tiny little ledge, and throw. Don't worry about running to throw. I think you have, like, the same amount of momentum whether or not you run. And if you have the cat suit, you don't even need to lower the thing. You can just climb up top and do it. It's still a fun level. I just prefer the original. The original just felt more... I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, even the levels in World Flower, even though World Flower is long, a lot of the levels here are still a bit shorter than the original, but there are, you know, a ton of levels. Also, I remember dying on this one a lot, but Fuzzy Time Mine, Floating Fuzzy Time Mine, I think this is one of the few, remix levels. Let's go. I don't know if it surpasses the original, but it's one of the few remix levels that I think, could stand on its own. Like, I think it's, you know, a really cool level. Like, oh, the fuzzies are instant death in this level. Didn't know that. But this level, because of the water blocks, like, I feel like you could include this, you know, as a normal level throughout the adventure. You know, and I just think that's, like, I think it's definitely probably harder. I don't have any ways to break those blocks, do I? It's definitely harder, either requiring you to make good use of the water blocks or have a cat suit. This star is a little tricky sometimes, but they also add in more spikes, I believe. So, I don't know, this level is, like, if the original Fuzzy Time Mine, was, like, the point where I was, you know, unable to play the game any further when I was younger, then I don't know how I would have reacted to this level. I think, this level is a good amount more difficult. Also, it doesn't just, like, what do you want to call it? It doesn't just, remix the level. It adds in this new section, too, because I don't believe there was another vertical section after, the first one in the original level. Or at least if there was, it didn't go on for too long. And also, the fuzzies will now chase you outside. So this level is definitely more difficult. I definitely appreciate it for being more difficult, even though I thought Fuzzy Time Mine was still difficult on its own, at least when I was younger. But I don't know. I think this level is pretty good. It's one of the best remix levels, just because it does something like new. It's not just adding more time, you know, or a time limit or whatever. I mean, or remixing, whatever. Anyway, Piranha Creeper Creek After Dark. All this level is, basically, is they made the level darker. And the main power-up for the level is now the Fire Flower to light the torches. And you're gonna want to grab it because I believe the green stars are tied to the lighting of the torches. Don't lose the Fire Flower. Okay. Don't even know if there is another Fire Flower. But yeah. Everything is basically tied to lighting these torches up. And this time they actually have a path up to the upper section. Or platforms up to the upper section where the secret exit normally is in, the original level. I don't think this does much for us. This is a 1-up, right? Yeah. And I missed it, so it doesn't matter. Taking the pipe just takes you back to the start, so fun place to go for a quick bonus, but I think that's more so there. Well, I guess, do you really need the secret exit if you've already reached Row Flower? I'm not sure. Anyway. Be extra careful, because I don't remember if there are any extra Fire Flowers or where they're at. And I, basically failed. Okay. Let's grab the Fire Flower. Let's jump over here. Let's avoid all that. And let's just get through the pipe. I don't know, the one thing, I guess, is that, how do I put this? Oh, I didn't get the green star for here, so I probably need to go back and actually do that. But the one thing is that the, green star, being saved between when you die, or being saved for if you die. No. now I'm really caught up in how the correct wording is. The green star being saved, even if you die, to some extent takes away, you know, the importance of having, some extent takes away the, you know, this from this level where I no longer have to light all the torches in that other room. Instead I can just focus on doing stuff, I guess. On just making it back to this room and lighting the torches. Please tell me there's another one. Thank God. Okay. Want to get over here. Want to jump off you. Gotta be careful. Don't want to accidentally get hit, because again, I don't know how many extra fire flowers there are. And if you lose the fire flower, you just straight up cannot get all the green stars. But that's the second green star, I believe. I guess they kind of expect you to jump on the head to get it, but spin jump like that should do it, so nothing to worry about. And now the last green star is in the gold room. Piranha Creeper Creek After Dark isn't in this one. You do have to jump on the guy's head because you need to get to the top of the gold pole. Okay. Want to time this right. I don't want to replay this level, especially with the poison and Piranha Creepers. Okay. Did it. No, this level is okay. I like that they were using the fire flower to light torches and stuff. It's like the one thing the fire flower can do that the boomerang can't. Well, not the one thing, but it's just the one thing about the fire flower that, like, I find to be useful. Whatever. Anyway, I remember when we went to Fort Fire Bros, I made a comment about how the level was hard. And I wasn't talking, and I was like, well, you know, if you know, you know. This is the if you know, you know. This is faster Fort Fire Bros, where you're under a time limit, and you have to grab, clocks to increase your time limit. Which I just find to... Oh no. I find this, I find this level very difficult a lot of the time. Like, I haven't been able to really get past 30 seconds throughout the entire level. Let's get on top of here. Yeah, okay. They don't make you go in a pipe for a bonus challenge, but you still have to grab that star. I think especially, in the Wii U version, this level was hard because, okay, that's the last green star. Because if you had to recollect the green stars if you died. In this version, that cuts down on a good chunk of time. Anyway. So, oh, I luckily canceled out the fireball. It wasn't too difficult here, but on the Wii U version, and especially when I didn't know the level as well, and wasn't willing to take as many risks to get through it faster, this level was painful. Faster Fort Fire Bros is, yeah. Anyway. From here, there's a ghost house. I think that's the World 3 ghost house level. And there's underwater level. But for now, we'll go to Flower 5. I don't know why you can access this level from any point as soon as you unlock World Flower. It's really weird. Anyway, Sprawling Savannah Rabbit Run. This is a remake of the Savannah level. But without the first section, and instead only with the hold on. I remembered one very important thing about this level. It's not my favorite thing at all. For some reason, we're gonna play as Toad. For some reason, Mario's character switch was in really rolling hills. Peach's character switch was in that like 100-second level in World 3. Toad's character switch was in Backstreet Bustle in World 5. Luigi's character switch was in the World Bowser Ghost House. Rosalina's character switch was in Star Dash 3, whatever it was called. Toad apparently has a second character switch in this level. Not like two in the one level. I mean, like, he already had a character switch and he has another one here. And I forget how they expect you to actually catch up to this guy. But there's a lot of rabbits in the level. You can use fireballs to slow them down. Maybe that's what I should do. Here's like another instance of Mad Pulse, even though we've hardly seen them throughout the entire game. There's extra coins down there. Okay. I don't remember a whole lot about this level other than Toad has a character switch for some reason. There we go. If we take this pipe, that just blasts us over here. Meanwhile, if we come up over here, don't grab the red ring, but instead take this pipe. If we had the cat suit still, we could also get this, but that automatically gets us that thing. Even as Toad, we can't catch up to the rabbit, really. I guess another thing is after taking, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna hit you with my cursor so that you'll actually stop for a moment. But yeah, I don't know how they expect you to catch that rabbit in the original, other than to use the cursor to stop it and slow it down. Oops. Oh, that's fine. I can go get the red coins, I guess. There we go. It's only a regular cat bell, which does kind of suck a bit, considering we have... Okay, I'm fine with the existence of the Lucky Cat Bell. What I'm not fine with is why doesn't it outright replace the Cat Bell, the Super Bell, in the levels. I guess what I'm saying is they made a new variation of the Cat Bell, so why not use it any instance you want to use a Cat Bell? But yeah, Toad for some reason is the only character with two character switches, and this one reveals a green star, not a stamp. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why they did that for Toad, and not, you know, anyone else. Like, it would have at least made sense if they gave everyone a second character switch, you know. Like, or in Really Rolling Hills, they could have had Mario's character switch again. I guess not everyone had a level with a character switch repeated, in the bonus worlds. Anyway, I don't need the regular ring. Don't need the coins, I just want to get the stupid star. I thought I grabbed the star, or did I just miss outright? Toad goes a little too fast for my tastes, I think, especially, in the, you know, on the Switch. Luckily we have the cat suit, so we can easily grab the top of the gold pole. I'll probably go back to playing as Rosalina for the rest of the game. Yeah, weird decision. My only thought is maybe they originally planned to have more character switches and more levels, And, you know, but they eventually scrapped it, saying, oh, we just want the one for each character's, like, stamp. Pipeline Boom Lagoon? Oh. I think this is another level where I thought of the bonus world version, the remix version, and not the original. I'm still playing as Toad. I don't want to be playing as Toad, really. I guess I'll swap back on the next level. Luckily, I still have the, cat suit, so I can come up here. And I believe this area exists in the original level, it's just you wouldn't really go up there, because you don't have much of a reason to in the original. So, now, here's another instance of rammer heads. Now I guess I gotta figure out, where the green stars are. Well, there's one. The question is it the first one? Yes, okay. Let's see, I believe... Weren't there cannon boxes in the original Pipeline Lagoon? I'm also still trying to figure out in my head why they gave Toad a second character switch when, again, no other character has a second character switch. Like, is it... My best guess is purely because, they wanted to make more use of the character switches, but even then it's like, well, you know, then why not use them more and use them for everybody twice, you know? I don't know. Does this still exist? Yes. There's no green star up here though, but Sirius still exists, I guess. What's in here? Just coins. Kind of disappointing. Anyway, here's the end. Let's just, get out of here. And... Right, you either need the cat suit or to take the secret exit to get to the top of the goal pole. Anyway, Pipeline Boom Lagoon. Pretty okay, pretty fun. Anyway, I don't know. Like, they also could have really put the character switches in more of these bonus levels, you know? Before doing that ghost house, I think I'm gonna do Flower 9, Towering Sunshine Seaside. I will tell you, this might be one of my least favorite, remix levels. It's 100 seconds, and you have to defeat the enemy towers. You also have to get all the green stars. Luckily, you don't have the Plessy section that was originally in this level, but what I do have is, Cannon Block. So, I'm going to just do that. Hope for the best. There is still this pit. Oh, that's wasting time. I forgot. I don't think I can really access my dive move. When I am... Dang it, they're not on the bottom. Yeah, I can't roll or do, like, the, Well, I can do that, but I can't do the, other thing. So... Let's head back over here, simply because, this is Boomerang, I'll take it. Fire Flower, I'm gonna want that, let's... Oh, that doesn't come back, okay. More cannon block. I can't throw fire flowers if, fireballs if I have, have a cannon block. So that was everything, but we still need to get the green stars, which, easier said than done. Best way to do that, probably the fire flower. But this level, I could never beat. I think it was because, like, when I was younger, I struggled with enemy towers. I think that's also why Faster 4 Fire Bros was a really hard level for me. Also, I need more time and/or, there we go. I need to get the last green star. Come on. Come on. I don't want to... There we go. Okay, they give you an extra 10 seconds if you get over here. It's good. Okay. I was really worried about that level. It's not too hard now that I know this game, like, front and back, but this level is always one that I dread playing. Just because I just remember having a really bad time struggling for, like, a couple days to beat it when I was younger. You know. Anyway, this is Shiftier Boo Mansion, and this might be one of my favorite levels in the game, for one reason that we will get to when we get to it. For now, though, I'm going to make sure the Boo stays invisible while I grab that. Well, actually, a reason that I kind of remembered but kind of forgot about is because, it's, you know, in black and white, and B, there's way more, like, fake objects in this level than there were in the original. Like, that mystery box wasn't there, that mushroom is fake. Here's a green star. Here's another fake one up. It's like, you know they're kind of fake, but, you know, it's kind of like, you know, wait, this is the goal? No, it's fake. I love that. I love how this whole level sets up the idea of fake objects, and then asks you to, you know, sort of, I don't know if it necessarily asks you to act on, you know, the fake objects. Wait, this is the right way to go, isn't it? I forget what happens if you try to go forward in that room. Anyway. But I love the black and white. I love the great use of fake objects. Here's another fake goal pole, like in the original, you know. So, here's a block instead of the real goal pole. And it sends you over here, where these ghosts are already active, and looks the same. So we have another block, and that block sends us over here, where the ghosts are already active, and gotta make our way past them. And if we come up these stairs, there's another block, and this one moment alone, where you're just going in circles, you know, through the same section, is probably why this is one of my favorite levels in the game, if not, you know, at least this world. But what you have to do is notice the invisible clouds and enter this block here. And then that sends you through here, where it looks the same again, but this time when you climb this staircase, the goal is actually there. Pretty fun. I really love that. I don't know, it's just something simplistic, but I like that they mess with you a little, at least in the Ghost House levels, you know? It's like, the Ghost House levels are kind of made to be those levels where the game just messes with you, so I love that they actually take advantage of that and do it. Oh, this level. I don't know if this one's as painful Blast Block Skyway, it's just increased, or decreased time between block shift, I believe.
Let's go.
Yeah, instead of getting the beep, 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 it's just instant. And I believe that's like the only change. Oh, well, and there's spikes here now. Tanuki Leaf will be helpful. Especially when it means floating over like almost every obstacle. This level actually does use another Mario Switch. Can't get it. But I can tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure it's just coins. So, you know, so I guess Mario does have a second character switch, but it doesn't matter. So, you know, does it really count? I don't know. Maybe there is a Luigi switch and a Peach switch somewhere else. Rosalina switch I'm doubtful on. Like, Rosalina, it would make sense if she was the only one with one character switch, but why Toad? Why does Toad get a second character switch? Also, I'm dead. You know, that's my big question of the second character switches. Why Toad? I can understand Mario, he's the, you know, main guy. But what about Toad made, you know, the game designers think, yeah, let's give him a second character switch? Was it to incentivize, like, playing as him to catch the rabbits? I don't know. Anyway, gotta get the, blocks. Also got to not fail again. That part's really tricky. It's really tricky to climb up the blocks when they're going, you know, that fast. But at the same time, they aren't really going too fast. They still give you a good amount of time. There's just not a beep, 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 you know, sound. But I think they only switch at like half the speed and not like a quarter of the speed. I think they just got rid of the beep, you know, beep, beep thing. But climbing the staircase while avoiding those things is hard, because if I get hit by a spike roller, I instantly fall to the ground. You know, not necessarily the best thing. Gotta grab all the green coins. And I'll take you out, and I'll float down here, as opposed to risking dumping on those blocks. This part of the level was... I think I had got a checkpoint in this level. Anyway. Don't need a Tanuki suit. I'll be fine. I wasn't fine. I think you can activate a Tanuki suit from mid-slide, and that's why it's important to grab. Anyway. Already back. Glad they didn't make every level not have a single checkpoint, but, you know. It's like, on the one hand, it would be cool if, like, they were just, like, you know, no more checkpoints for the rest of the game. On the other hand, I think, you know, this is more fair, obviously. We're going down fairly slow. That's fine. Would rather go down slow than, you know, die. Tanuki suit can float forever, I believe, but it just, you know, well, it can't, like, float up in the air forever, but, like, see, it, you know, lets you, you know, slow your fall forever, but I believe you pick up just a slight bit more momentum for every second you are, you know, that you are falling, you know. You get what I mean, right? Like, you can technically fall forever, but eventually it'll reach a point where you start falling faster than you're moving forward. You know, not allowing you to completely escape death by falling if you know, can't make your landing. somewhere. Like you have the best floating that high up, then it kind of weakens after like 3 seconds, 2 seconds probably. Dang it, I'm so close. I think I just played it a bit too risky with my floating. Alright, here we go. Okay, down here. Okay. Dang it. I already messed up. I don't remember this being difficult. I think I'm just either overconfident or out of practice. So I guess I'll give it one more shot. That was weird. Okay. Problem is this section is that you're just forced to go down really slow by the nature of how the beat blocks work. Do beat blocks appear outside of Beat Block Skyway and its remix and one other level I know they appear in? Like, I think 3D World is pretty cool, like, with all its mechanics it introduces, but it's like the blue bully belt. We never see that, like, you know, belt block, whatever it's called, you know, anywhere else, like, in the game. You know, and similarly, I don't think we really see beat blocks, you know, much else in the game either. It's very interesting. Alright. Finally beat that level, after a good couple attempts. Alright. Now, we just have 3 more levels? Okay. This is, I believe, the only, World Star level to get a remix. It's Honeycomb Skyway.
Let's go.
I forget what it's originally called, but I think Skyway is a reference to the fact that it now is in the sky versus, like, space. Anyway. Boomerang definitely is the best power-up for this level. Especially when you need to grab green stars like that. Let's get rid of that guy. And that was close. That was bad. I think I still needed the boomerang. This is my problem. No. I just need to make the jump onto that. Well, you could just enter the pipe, get flown up, and then if you hopefully have enough time to go back through the pipe. There goes my clone. I forget what the clone is supposed to help me with, but I feel like it's like a case where it's helpful where, you know, making sure you hit your target with the boomerang. Anyway, having a boomerang is better than not having a boomerang, so... Or, well, I'd rather have the boomerang than the clone, if I can only have one. This part is definitely very interesting. It's gonna build a thing, and you need to wait for it. Similarly, you need to not jump the gun with these pipes. Luckily they make sure you don't have to jump over the lava if you don't want to. So it's all about making sure you're ahead of this auto-scroll, while also making sure you're not just being reckless. Anyway, if you don't want to die, / you don't have anyone to sacrifice, you need the boomerang. This part, you have to go in a circle for a bit. Otherwise, you risk dying. And I think that's a pretty cool section. You could also just jump on top of the pipes and you'd be fine. If you were good at, doing that, of course. If you were not good at jumping on top of pipes, so that might be an issue. Anyway, here, these things fly in faster, making it harder to reach the top, but got the top of the gold pole nonetheless. Honeycomb Skyway is a pretty fun level. I really like it. I think I like it more than the original Honeycomb, whatever it was. I think just it has some more unique ideas with the whole waiting and not jumping into pipes immediately. I was wondering where this level was. Like, when playing the original, I'm like, where is the, spiky spiked bridge? Sneak. For the sneak level, it features, well, you'll see it in a minute. I'll talk about it.
Let's go.
The sneak level features the spotlights, from... I forget the name of the other level now. Basically, if you get seen by one, it will activate the spikes, in its area. And like, at least for one section of the original level, I'm like, where is the spotlight? Do I need to go over there? Alright, I'm gonna try and make the jump! Let's go! No! It's too far. Maybe with Princess Peach in a Tanuki suit, maybe. The one thing about the Searchlight Sneaks, that's the name of the original level. The one thing about Searchlights is that, it doesn't matter if you're seen by them. It's not an instant game over, like, stealth sections in other games. Well, I guess, or a retry or whatever, right? It just activates a hazard, which I think is cool. But at the same time, I don't know if there's enough stakes, by like, oh, if I get seen by the Searchlight, the spikes will activate. I think it's better than the bullet bills being launched in terms of danger. But I don't think it's the most, like, oh no, better not get seen. I think it's more of like a, if I get seen, I might die type situation. If I try to do the rolling dive mid-air, I might die when I have the Lucky Bell. But I don't feel like it's as big a deal as, like, I'm going to... Oh, that was close. Make sure I get another one. Dang it. I'm just not good at the depth perception, I guess, or, like, angling myself in the 3D space. Like, the spikes come pretty quick. I think this is quicker than what they were doing in the original. I swore that Honeycomb Skyway was the last level before, like, the end of the, world. Really like the use of hiding beneath these blocks to make the thing deactivate. And then you have to be quick there, otherwise well, I wasn't really the quickest. And neither was I there. Okay. We're gonna just turn into a statue for this, because we're invincible. And make sure you exit the statue occasionally to, so that you don't transform back at an inconvenient time. It's not too hard there. Okay. This, you know what? Screw it. I have the cat suit, so I'm not even gonna bother with that last spotlight and potentially taking damage. There we go. Still don't know if I'm a fan of the black, or like indigo dark blue cat for Rosalina when her whole thing is like light blue, Anyway, Here we are. This is like the only original level in World Mushroom and Flower, and it's Boss Blitz. So let's just get into it, and I think I'll talk a bit about... This level was another one I really struggled on. Basically, the level tasks you with beating all of the bosses that you face throughout the game. It's a boss rush, right? The problem is you only have 500 seconds, and I think it's where I get my ideas for some of the bosses' difficulty and stuff. Like King Cthulhu here, I can breeze through easy peasy. You know, it just takes a bit of time because he doesn't become vulnerable, you know, until he does that move. Also, make sure... does he have a green star, or just an exit? Okay. Basically, you have to beat all of them so you can grab the keys. There also aren't any checkpoints, so if you fail, you have to refight everyone. Here's Pom Pom. But this highlights the difficulty issue. King Cthulhu, not difficult. Pom Pom is only in her first version difficulty, which I think is a bit silly. But it just goes to show how easy Pom Pom is, and how, you know, you're not gonna be fooled by her clones. Do you give a green star? No, you don't. Okay, let's get out of here then. But that's already like 100 seconds gone. And we're only like halfway. Okay, here's Histocrat. This one actually does something neat where you have to fight both of them. And I made a mistake by coming here. Because these guys are the only place in the entire level where you can find power-ups. So I don't think I can reach that from there. But you have to fight both of them at once, meaning you have to land 6 hits instead of like the normal, quote-unquote, you know. Though you can hit both of them at the same time. I messed up the first one by not doing that, but you know, it's the only place in the whole level where you can find power-ups. So definitely come here maybe last. Or if you ever lose power-ups. I don't think I will. But this fight takes a bit of time because again you have to land like 6 hits. Plus to some extent they just actually have like a longer invincibility phase. Make sure you grab the green star before leaving. But I'm already down. You know, that took 100 seconds on its own, it seems. So yeah. But this is where I get the idea that Boss Boulder is not a very fun boss. Histocrat I definitely think to some extent takes longer. But Boss Boulder, it feels like, just spins around in this phase forever, and it takes forever to damage, you know, Boss Boulder. Like, especially when, like, it takes forever to get more boulders. So make sure you hang on to one boulder in between phases to make your life a bit easier. But, like, it just feels like it takes forever to beat Boss Boulder. Here's our first, technically, green star. So, I think that's where I get the idea that Boss Boulder is a slow fight, but I think, the Histocrats are definitely slower, but, you know. Also, I believe Boom Boom is also just using his, first fight here. Where he doesn't summon the extra shells. It's weird that they use their first fight and not their second fight where they're technically more difficult. I think this also goes to show that we definitely could have had, you know, maybe a Pom Pom. Well, actually, you know, we could have had a unique boss for every world. You know, like, but they just decided for World 3 and 2 and 6 not to, really. Like, World 3 and 6 already had unique bosses. Also, here's Motley Boss Blob, and this fight is the real reason I think that... Well, the World Bowser fight is bad, but this fight, I think, is also a reason why I say he's the hardest boss in the game. I think he's hard because his shockwave rings go on way longer than they do... Like, aside from kind of Histocrat, where you have to fight both of them, Motley Boss Blob is the only fight where he has a different form. He has a third form. But this fight was really annoying, especially since there's no timer. So you originally think I just have to beat 5 bosses before time is up, but you have to actually beat this guy too, 6. And he has, in his, you know, it can take a bit to reach him and damage him, and his shockwaves spread out a while. It's annoying. I made short work of this thing, but that's because, like, I have a lot of experience with this level, having to replay it over and over, just because, it's a pretty strict time limit for your first time. I even only finished with 100 seconds to spare before getting the clock, you know, right here at the end. So, you know, it can be rough, but we did it. It's not too hard. I just recommend, you know, maybe saving Histocrat for last if it's your first time through and you're not super familiar with how fast you can defeat all the bosses, etc. Anyway, the final world is now open because we got the top of every gold pole, we got every green star, and we got every stamp. Well, before the final world, of course. You'll now notice that besides every level, there is, you know, these 5 boxes, one of which has, you know, a grand star in it. And if we come over here, you'll see that this one has a toad symbol in it. What this means is who you clear the level as. And let me tell you, you have to clear every level in the game with all characters. This can take forever. And I will not be doing it as a part of the Let's Play. I might show you what reward you can get. I might not. Yeah, I'll tell you next time! But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and it always will be Pun Food. You know, the final world that literally requires you to collect everything in the game just to unlock it is gonna be very difficult. But next time, we'll be sure that we rock it.